Hello students, my name is Vishal and today we are going to start with a new chapter which is related to hydraulic circuits. Okay, this chapter is related to a subject industrial hydraulics and pneumatics, and in this chapter we are going to learn about many hydraulic circuits which are related to very important from a point of view, from an exam point of view. So let's get started. This is the very first construction or the circuits of the hydraulic in nature, which is hydraulic in nature. So this is a single acting cylinder. So we are going to learn about this. Single acting cylinder is actually having a cylinder which is single acting in nature, because we identify this by a spring used in this. So this is the drain oil tank connected to the pump which is attached to a motor. Further, it is directly connected to the DCV, and DCV also it is also connected to the pressure relief valve, then filter, and then drain. Okay, this fluid gets into the DCV. The DCV is connected to the actuator, which is a single acting in nature, single acting cylinder. Okay, this DCV is 3x2 DCV, like 3x2 direction control valve. So firstly, when the fluid is in first motion, okay, first motion, the fluid is moving from pump into a DCV, but it is not allowing the DCV is not allowing the fluid to move further. Okay, DCV is not allowing the fluid to move further, but when I press this button, okay, the DCV changes its section and moves to first section from the second section, allowing the fluid to move into the cylinder. Okay, the flow gets inside the cylinder, acting as an inlet, okay, acting as an inlet, and hence compressing the spring. Once the fluid gets completely filled inside the cylinder, now again I will press the button or release the button, because of which the section moves from first to second, and hence it will look like this. Okay, now the already filled liquid is there inside the cylinder, which will be drained from A and then from passing through DCV into the drain. So this is actually a complete system in which we are dealing with the 3x2 DCV and allowing the system to get filled inside the single acting cylinder, and then it will get drained in the second section. So this is the single acting cylinder. Talking about the double acting cylinder. Double acting cylinder is having a 4x3 solenoid control DCV. Solenoid control DCV means actually it is having a solenoid, electronically operated solenoid, means it is automatically gets changed in direction once the cylinder is been filled completely. Okay, so when it does not need to just completely press the button or having a control over the DCV, it automatically changes sections, and because of which the direction of the control or direction of flow gets changed appropriately. So in the first section we are dealing with the tank which is connected to the pump, which is driven by a motor, which is directly controlled which is directly flow into the DCV, and the DCV is 4x3 DCV solenoid operated. The flow is also having the pressure relief valve. Again, the second section is having a filter connected in between the tank, in between the drain to the tank. So the flow which is in the first section now, okay, this is the first section, this is second section, and this is third section. We have learned this thing. So this is the third section is completely closed. Okay, the third section is completely closed, and the fluid once get discharged from the pump gets directly controlled or directly connected with the port P, moving from port P to the A section, means the first port, inlet port of the double acting cylinder, it is actually filling the fluid inside the double acting cylinder. Hence, it is allowing the fluid to completely fill the double acting cylinder. Once the fluid has been completely filled, DCV automatically changes the direction. Okay, automatically changes the direction and moving from port number 1 or section number 1 to section number 2, and hence because of which the movement of the fluid takes place. Okay, now from 1 to 2 DCV gets changed. Okay, DCV gets changed, and because of which the already filled liquid is there inside port number A. Okay, inside port number A, and now it is allowing the fluid to get drained from A and filled from B. See, the fluid which is moving from pump gets crossed at T, allowing the fluid to get filled inside the cylinder at B, and then because of the filling of the cylinder, the piston gets moved further, and because of the movement of the piston, the already filled liquid is there inside the cylinder, inside the port A, started getting drained, and it will move from P to the drain section. Okay, this is the section number 2. And when I am talking about section number 3, section number 3 is completely closed, so the fluid which is moving inside the DCV gets written directly without moving further inside the cylinder. Okay, this is direction control, this is the control of double acting cylinder. Now, metering circuit. This is very important because many of the times this is asked in the exam, so we have to learn this properly. Metering circuit is actually dealing with this section. This is very important. It's having a variable flow control valve and a check valve. This is actually limiting the pressure to get inside and to come outside. Okay, see, this is a 4x2 DCV, solenoid operated. Okay, solenoid operated, and the spring is also having, and then this is a pump, drain connected to the pump, driven by the motor, gets inside the DCV. DCV is connected to the variable flow control valve and the check valve, and then inside the direct double acting cylinder. Okay, double acting cylinder. The second port is get drained, passing through DCV and then filter and to the tank. So this is a basic construction. Now we will learn about the movement of the fluid. Pump is driven by the motor. This movement is moves further into the DCV, allowing the DCV allows the fluid to move further. Okay, now listen properly. Over here the flow is 7. Okay, suppose for example the flow is 7. It is required that the flow should be about 5. Okay, I am having 2 meter cube or 2 units extra fluid, so I am just allowing setting the fluid over here at 5. Extra fluid will be written from here into the main supply line, okay, and then again the fluid with the 5 units will be moved inside the cylinder. Then complete cycle will be done again and again, but the disadvantage over here is that the pressure will be generated on the DCV because we are making a return of 2 units again and again. Okay, means for the first time it is 7, then 2 gets added, it goes to 9, then again 2 gets added, it goes to 11, again 2 is added, it goes to 13, and so on. Means after a particular period of time, the pressure will be generated in such quantity on the DCV that it will get damaged, and to prevent this damage we are actually creating a new circuit which will be learned in our next lab, next lecture. Okay, so the pressure is built up at this node, and the DCV is under pressure because of the generation of the excess pressure. So to deal with it, we are having a separate circuit which will be learned in our next lecture. Now, as the port A gets filled completely, the solenoid gets an instruction to change the port or to change the section. So it will move from section number 1 to section number 2, and now the fluid will get inside the port B, and the port A is allowed to drain. Okay, now the port B is allowed to fill, and the port A is going to deal with the drain or the discharge. So making a discharge from here, crossing, and then again in the tank, while the fluid is going inside, crossing over here, and again from B it is filling up the complete cylinder at port B. Okay, so this is a complete circuit of meter in. Okay, so this is a meter out circuit. Okay, this is a meter out circuit. Meter out and meter in are completely different circuit, because we are having a circuit over here of variable and check valve. This is a pair of meter in circuit which is set at an inlet port. Okay, so we are talking about meter in. When I am talking about meter out, so this pair is located at the outlet. Okay, the complete setup is similar to meter in circuit. The flow is allowed to get inside the cylinder at port A, filling up the complete section at port A. Then the piston will move from left to right. Once the cylinder gets completely filled, now the time is to get drain. Okay, now the time is to drain the already filled piston, so already filled cylinder. So the solenoid gets changed from section 1 to section 2. So now the fluid which is already filled inside section of port A gets out or get discharged from section A, moving inside the DCV, and then passing through filter inside the oil tank. And this pair, which is variable flow control valve and the check valve, is located in on the outlet port of the double acting cylinder, which is actually dealing with the outlet section. Okay, so this is known as meter out circuit. We will learn about further circuits in our next chapter. Thank you.